What's up, friends? Welcome to Attacking Third. I'm your host, Darian Jenkins, joined by NWSL U.S. Women's National Team alum McCall Zerboni and my former Brune. Hey, girl. How's it going?
I'm having a fabulous day, fabulous weekend.
I love that.
Excited to talk about this. I love our little team building thing that we've done with this now.
I know. We're like the astrology experts now. We'll call it that for CBS Sports. And I absolutely love it. And this month, we have our Libras, and we are going to break down the best 11 Libras of all time with some current players sprinkled in there. And McCall, let's give some characteristics to what the Libras are. I had to do some research. They're ruled by Venus, talented socially. They're great with making friends, social butterflies, but sometimes they struggle to balance it all, which is why that they're represented by a scale. Some of the positives, they're popular, charismatic, likable, charming, very magnetic, which I think is very fitting. Negatives, a little needy, and a little self-defeating, which I think kind of comes with being an athlete as well. So this all kind of makes sense. Like, I relate to this in a way.
I know. I'm thinking of all like the players that I know that were born now and they get down themselves. And I'm like, honestly, everybody, because we have to be your own worst critic in some of the ways, right? That's how you motivate yourself. So we're all kind of like that, but maybe more specifically towards these players that we're about to mention.
Well, let's see. Let's start with goalkeeper and defenders, as we usually do. And McCall, why don't you kick us off with goalkeeper? Because this is one of your former teammates. And does this kind of fit with the characteristics of what a Libra is?
I mean, honestly, there's nothing like AKB and Katrin Berger. She is just such a unique individual. I think, you know, how her upbringing a little bit, her family, you know, her struggles and her battle beating cancer, just how amazing she is, but also that she's played in like 3 or 4 different countries. So she's kind of taken a little bit from all of those cultures. And so she's very unique. But as far as on the field, we didn't miss with this. She's the best selection.
100%.
Yes. And what I love about it is because we did choose a 3-back, and Anne is so brave coming off of her line, right? And you're going to need that in a 3-back because there's a lot of those vacated positions that balls over the top. So because she's going to be able to back up this 3-back and come off her line and save them. Goalkeeper, sweeper, that's what we need from her today. And then also because she can play that long ball, that diag. So what the 5 in the midfield will do, which we'll show you in a second, it will draw in more players forward so she can skip those 2 lines, play that diag, and then just send them off to run. So I feel like she is the absolute choice with a 3-back especially.
Yeah, I love that shout. Just from the outside, she seems so calm, cool, collected, like nothing really sways her. Is she a social butterfly? Like No,
that's what I'm saying. Like, she can get along.
Well, it's not a science.
She can get along with anyone. Like, she'll sit at any table and be fine. She's very comfortable. The same way she plays, very calm, cool, collected. That's how she is socially as well. Nothing rattle her, which is why some of the attributes don't really match her. But yeah.
Well, it's not 100% accurate. Don't come at me in the comments. This is just something I read online a little bit from a book I own. Okay, moving up to the defenders. Let's start with Kumagai. I mean, I think just one of those players that plays almost poetic, very calm, cool, collected, similar to Berger. Don't know her personally, wish I did. But I mean, USWCL champion with Lyon, I believe 3 or 4 times over, player of the year, played in a bunch of different leagues and just excelled. So she was an easy fit with this back third.
Yeah, and a leader as well. And, you know, some people would be like, oh, I don't know if she's a great fit for a 3-back. Obviously, she doesn't have a ton of pace, but she has exceptional tactical awareness, which really has been a big feat in her game. So even in that 3-back, she'll know her spacing and her timing where you think you have the ability to run at her or be first to that ball, but she's already reading it in 3 steps ahead of you.
And my mistake, she's a 5-time Women's Champions League winner with Lyon. A bunch of these players that are on here have won Champions League with Lyon. But let's move on to Esme Morgan. Current Washington Spirit player, played in the WSL, kind of a youngin that we're bringing into this squad. So I like this. I think she's proven she can switch around to different leagues and can excel. So I like her in the middle.
And I also like it. Yeah, I was going to say, she has a lot of pace. So if those balls do go over the top, then she'll have that pace to recover. So I think it's perfect to put her there.
And let's give a shout out to Alex Scott. I mean, first of all, baller on the pitch, but also leading the pack of former players going into punditry, winning awards, now hosting. We're seeing her host on the men's side as well. I think she deserves all of her flowers, and just what a legacy. I think she won 21 trophies with Arsenal. Incredible player. Have you played against her?
I've played against her a little bit. We were in this like charity event together, and that's actually the first time that I met her. And then afterwards we went to like this dinner, and all I wanted to do was sit next to her the whole time and talk to her, because she is such an astounding person, has so much to offer, great person, lovely to talk to, and I've just really admired her game my entire career. So
yeah, we love seeing her off the pitch
yes.
now too, much more. Okay, well, let's jump over to the midfield, because y'all, this midfield is stacked. This might be one of the most talented midfields of the Zodiac signs so far.
I'm just like, how are all these people born within, is it like a 30-day period, 45-day period? Okay, I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, this is one of the best midfields in the world, despite being born within a 30-day range of each other. So Henri and Mewis, for me, as much as they could play a higher up a line or even be attacking midfielders, they're so solid on the ball. And what's great about Sam is she's such a good dribble. Like, you guys, most people, when they're dribbling the ball, you're slower than someone's fastest run. When she's dribbling the ball, she's just as fast as the fastest person on the pitch.
Mind you, Sam's stride is crazy. And Sam is tall. We both played with her at UCLA with the North Carolina Courage when we were teammates. And she just bulldozes, whether she's on the ball or off the ball. There's this really funny clip of this comedian that's talking about the women's national team. She was on SNL, and it was when you guys were at the World Cup, and Sam bodies this girl off the ball, dribbles, and then gets an assist. And it was so Sammy coded. I always think of that clip when I think of Sam playing.
I literally was like, Sam, when I give you the ball, just put your head down and drive. That's all I want you to do, okay?
Yeah. Defender just flicking off of her left and right. I absolutely love it. Amandine Henri, 7-time Women's Champions League winner with Lyon, French national team, won pretty much every single French title every year she played with Lyon, as they still are doing. Easy pick. We got to see her in the NWSL. She actually beat us in 2017 in the championship final. Yeah. That was a brutal game. She ended up winning it. But let's move to the front three. Another Bruin. Your favorite player's favorite player, in my opinion.
Honestly, how could you not love that woman?
Yeah, Lauren Holiday, on and off the pitch. Muhammad Ali Humanitarian Award. Her and her husband do a lot of work investing in women's soccer, creating awards for women's soccer players to do work off the pitch. World Cup champion.
Just a glowing spirit on and off the pitch. Like, she was such a teammate's teammate. Like, she cared about everyone, was very kind, very humble. And for me, was one of the best players in the world at the time when she retired. And I was like, I was so sad to see her go. But what she's been able to translate off the pitch with how much difference she's making in the community with her and her husband is just incredible. And she has a wonderful story, a comeback story as well, and everything that she's been with. But she, for me, it's so funny because when we started UCLA together, she was the 9. Playing with her back to goal. And I was like, I remember she could roll. That makes a lot of sense. She could roll people with one and then shoot with the other one and score. But then once, I think it was Jill Ellis that kind of moved her lower in that 10 position in the midfield, she really got to show what she can do and shine with her assist making, texture she can put on the ball, her vision. That's when we really saw the best of Lauren Holiday. So we miss you.
Miss you on the pitch. Love what she's doing off of the pitch. All right, Lauren James. Chelsea star, the Lioness star. She's won a Euro with them. We haven't gotten to see her too much this year. She's been in and out with injury, but I think one of the swaggiest players on the pitch. I think we've spent all week talking about Champions League, and Lily Johannes kind of has that air about her where she just like will do crazy stuff on the pitch, and you're like, where did you even get the audacity to do this? Lauren James is that girl to me.
She is that girl, and I don't know why we haven't thought about putting her in a 5 midfield more, because she doesn't love to defend, so she'll feel more set free with 4 players that are also required to defend and sort of balancing her out.
It's that scale. It's that Libra scale. It's that Libra scale. Come on, girls. Yeah, look at this. Also, shout out to Mateo, who designed these, put these together. You're going to see all of these beautiful symbols for each of the Zodiac signs. I absolutely love it.
So Gorgina.
I know. And look at the glove and the boot. It's so brilliant. All right, Yul Brand, a player we're getting to watch now with Lyon, a super talented side. She got her first goal in Champions League this last week. Stellar player. Talk about another player that's really good on the dribble. Really young. So she has a lot of room to grow. I love these players like an Esme Morgan, a Lauren James, a Yul Brand, that we're going to see a lot more of their game develop. But I think right now, top of the table.
She was a standout for me in the Euros, though. I loved watching her play, and I think why this is a good spot for her with the two up top is because what she does naturally is she'll get the ball and then she'll drive inside. So when she's driving towards those two up top, then they can make crisscross runs or interchange a little bit, and then she can get those dishing balls to them. So I love what she brings not only to this lineup, but specifically to the game in general.
I love it. Let's go to forwards, because this is really fun for me. I love both of these players' games. Katarina Macario and Asisat Oshuala, 6-time African Player of the Year, WAFCON winner, 2-time Champions League winner with Barcelona. I mean, incredible player. Now she's left the NWSL. We got to see her for a little bit, but talk about a goal scorer, a player that just is a typical 9, your standard 9, hold-up play, likes to go 1v1, not afraid to shoot from literally anywhere. And then Katarina Macario. I mean, McCall, you talk about her, because she also can fit into the midfield.
Yeah, well, I love these two as a pairing, specifically in a 2, because if you put Oshuala too wide, it's kind of a waste. You want her more central, just literally using her speed, running straight at goal. And then the combination of the two, Macario's good at hold-up play and, like, really smart. So she'll kind of hold the ball. Oshuala can run off of her or let, you know, Cheney, Holiday join in, Braun join in. So I feel like they have different attributes that really complement each other. And obviously just world-class and perform week in and week out. I love consistent players. And so, you know, Macario, like all these players from the midfield up are very consistent and, like, being a threat each game.
Well, McCall, how many of these players have you played with from the Libras? I feel like it's kind of a bit,
okay,
no?
I have not played with James. No one in the back line. I've enjoyed Esme saying what she's doing in Washington Spirit. I think it took a little second to get adapted, but after that, she's really showing her value here in the NWSL. I've been liking watching her play. So, yeah. Good handful of them. I'm blessed, baby.
Berger, Mewis.
Yeah.
Holiday, Macario.
Nope, not Macario.
Not Kat. Dang, McCall, I feel like you played with most of the people that we've had, like, throughout the Zodiac sign so far.
Yes.
I love it. Well, everybody, this was our Libras. As you can see, the beautiful Libras with the scale, having to balance it out. And I think we picked a pretty good 11. Yeah?
This is baller.
This is baller. This is, yeah, I'm really interested to see how they're going to turn up against the Leos and the Virgos. And don't forget, next up, we have the Scorpios coming up. And we have a lot of Scorpios that work at CBS Sports, so they might sneak in there as well. But make sure you let us know in the comments what you think of this Libra Best 11. Shout out to Mateo, shout out to Audrey, from McCall and myself, Darian. This was Attacking Third.